Hey, welcome to Line War. Today we're going to be trying the infantry rush again as requested by DJ Multiple One. I did one recently, yesterday, and I won really quickly against this guy that I'm playing again right now. I'm giving him a second chance. I'm going to try and take this city, and I've missed one of the territories, so that's annoying. But it doesn't matter, we're going for an infantry rush only, infantry only, should I say. Get some production going, get some eco. This time. Do that. So it is a different map than yesterday. It's kind of lakes and stuff, but there is a few more cities to take. I thought if I go for this one, I assumed he would too, because it's more central and there's some energy right next to eco, but I don't think he's done that. So I'm going to try and take this location and bring these guys around here and get them to join there. When you guys are done there, you can come up this way and meet them there as well. Now I can build more of these. I am only going for infantry today, so hopefully it will give him more of a chance this time to play against me and see how he actually plays. So my next job is to claim this thing so I can then turn this to a city and find out where he is. Hopefully he started either here, which I would assume the next location would be, or down here in the bottom corner because there's another city there. Maybe he's gone for the energy. I don't really know. Either way, hopefully this will be a better match. I don't need the energy wells. I just didn't want him to have them because, you know, air units and all, I can't really shoot them and I don't want him to have any. Have I got that yet? Yes, I do. So I'm going to work on my city first. Any eco I find, I'm going to try and do that as soon as I possibly can. Otherwise, I'm going to be trying to produce infantry as much as I can. Oh, and by the way, guys, I'm nearly close to monetization. If you can feel free to subscribe, that would be great. And then I can actually start making some cash with these videos, which would be awesome. I mean, it's your choice entirely. I have no idea whether I'll get much for this type of content, so it'll be interesting. So, on the bright side, with the recent update, the infantry do move faster, or capture territories faster, I can't remember which. It's been a while since I looked it up. So, this strategy actually has a bit of an advantage than it did before. Right, don't do that. I want to capture this land. I don't know which one that's in. I think it's based on the middle, so that would be this territory here, which I'm capturing now. Oh, there's another little town there in the mountains. Little mountain town I didn't know about. Let's get some people to go that way then. Just make a snake. I don't know. So he's not up there. Haven't seen him anywhere else yet, but then I am kind of secluded down here. Strangely with the infantry rush though, on a map that's got so much land, you might be better off starting not quite as central as most people say. Because if you've got so many units trying to spread across the map, it might be better to have the corner so you can spread out further. Because you'll have so many units, you can spread out further out anyway. You might be able to outpace your opponent and go around him. But maybe not like directly in a corner, but you know, kind of less central. So I'm doing good capturing some places now. I now have that territory, so I'm going to try to put that on it. That's now built, I think. I can't really tell. I think it is, yep. So I'm going to have to save up 500. That's about a minute away. I can build a city. And now that they're there, I can delete that line before it confuses people. Wow, my units. I'm going to get these guys to go that way. I probably should send these this way instead, to be honest. So I'm going to actually do that. Because I don't want too many up here. I want more out here so I can block his path. The faster I find him, the faster I can cut him off. I'm about to get another location here for resources, so that'll be good. Ultimately, the plan is to overwhelm the enemy and have too many units for him to fight, so I do need to come up from this area across and this area so that he can't handle both sides. It's fine if I lose one side, as long as I can hold him off long enough to destroy his base with the other. Right, where are you? So if I bring this line back a bit, I can then send these units up around like this, and these units around like that. Never loop back on yourself, otherwise it confuses the units. Unless you do it like this. Make 2 lines to make loops. Otherwise your units just kind of stop moving. So we're doing alright. I'm forgetting about my eco. Let's not forget that. There we go, got it. Another town there I can get. I probably should start producing more units, to be fair. Territories are just as valuable as the towns. Especially when you're doing this tactic. Where's the other one? Oh, it's up there in the forest. Forest, mountain, and field. Still haven't found him yet, so this is going to be a long battle. Try and figure out where he is and stuff, so... Yeah, I do have that territory. That's cool. So that's all done now. I can take them off. They can just follow this path now. I want to get 2 lines that come around like this. And I'll spread them out. There you go. Just like that. And that should be wide enough to affect all of those territories. Why aren't you guys moving? Come on, follow the path. You can do it. Oops, don't do that. That confuses me. Make bigger lines. It attracts more people. That's building. I've got another 500 to spend. I don't know where to put it. Oh yeah, there's 300 there I can put. Gee. That one. And I can place some of these down, but I can't reach them, so I can't place them down yet. So that means I'm just going to build barracks. I'm going to build them in the forest here. And I'm on my way to the next city. I haven't captured that yet, so... Could probably do with a single line going up like that. No. Change to a single line going up like that. Going through this territory to capture it. And a single line going down here and up and around. I hope these guys will capture this one. Otherwise I'm probably going to forget about that and never see it again, so... I am highly prioritizing eco because when I find him, because I'm assuming I'm going to find him in a while away, that it's going to end up having to be a big battle. So I can't just rely on loads of infantry right now. Just do that. We'll figure out how it goes when it starts happening. These guys are expanding out there. They're still trying to follow their path to this location. 2 little random islands over here. Technically not an island, it's connected, but still, it's an island. Territory up here is nearly grabbed. I think I might swing these guys around for a... I don't need to do that, I can just do that. So I'm swinging them around because this territory would be missed anyway. They'd have to come back, and these guys are going around that way, and to get to where I want them to go, I may as well bring them around the territories here. And then bring them back up. It just makes sense in the long run. Right, they're doing that. So if I just send them like that, and get this guy to capture this territory and come back around there. I'm going to take that off. We don't need any more reinforcements going that way. So I'm going to send them that way. That can do the same. These units can go up there now. And any other units can just go down that way. They don't have much backup here, so I am going to set up a few more barracks in this area. I say a few, I'm just ploughing loads down. No more funds, that's fine. I can still place that. There we go. And then this can be a city with the docks. So that's quite cool. How much does docks cost? I don't think it costs much, does it? Well, it's not letting me do it, so 250. It is less. There we go. My eco is doing really well. Literally everything is focused on eco. The infantry are there to capture the territory faster. And I found him. Right, let's pull these guys back because I just invested money in there. I've got to watch him. I want to know what he's doing. I still want to capture this land a bit. But at least I know where he is now. Which means I should have full reign to capture a lot of area up here if he hasn't done so already. Should be at quite the advantage with that. Okay, yeah, run away. He's moving. He spotted me. S move. Run away! Come on, you can do it. Move. So what I'll do is I'll wait till this main units are in the forest if he's following me. He's not following me, but he has commandos, which is a bit concerning. And just in case he takes this location down, the next barrack places I am putting are here. Just in case he does break this line. I don't want him to. I hope he doesn't. But I can't guarantee that. But my main force is actually up here, so I'm a bit concerned now, because I only had one barracks producing units going this way. And now that I found him, I'm literally just going to focus on barracks in this area. Circling round. Another reason I'm circling them is so that when they're produced, if he's got units coming in, they'll start coming around like this and circling the enemy as they push through. Take that off. We don't need that. There we go. Right, so these guys are sneaking around quite nicely. Well, there are some units there. I'll push through, depending on how many's there, or what's there. I'll come back to that. These guys are doing alright capturing everything. These guys are still capturing stuff, which I suppose is alright. Take that away. I can take that away. Should probably do some tidying up, shouldn't I? To be fair, that was already tidy. That was going that way. They're capturing the last bits of land there, and then we'll rejoin that line up there. And what is over here? He's running away from me, I think. Or he's just got one random unit stuck there capturing that territory. I think he's got commandos in there, to be honest. It's moving a bit fast. He's doing defense over here, so with one single unit. I don't know. Right, I've got loads of money again. Let's produce even more barracks. I don't know if that's enough yet, but still, we'll figure it out as we go. I got still a lot of income being produced, but when they start producing this positive number, we'll start going towards the negative number. They were all commandos hiding invisibly. So he set up defences here, and he thinks this is probably my main force. That's the hopes anyway. I'll push through for a bit and see how it goes, because I do have quite a lot of units pushing through at the minute. I don't need any more of these units going that way. I want these units to go that way. I found him here too. He's probably going to be a bit surprised by that, maybe. Let's go like that. And push through here. Push through here. But I want a couple of units to expand this way, because you can never have enough eco. I also don't know what he's got. I think he's doing the same thing as me. He's just going infantry. He's got commandos and infantry, but I've just got infantry. But he's definitely doing something like that. I haven't seen any other unit yet. I think he saw what I was doing in the last game and thought, oh, I'll have a go at that. Okay, right. Let's go straight down and cut these guys off so I can have supported units there. These units will sort of split off in half. Yeah, we're doing alright there. Got a bit of a battle going on here. And I am attacking him down here. I do have quite a nice stream of units going through. But I could still be producing more infantry. I'm worried about passing this choke point with structures, so I'm just going to focus a lot of structures here. There we go. I spent all my money again. This strategy is also relentless pressure. It's quite nice to try it and to see how people react to it. So his units had a big force, like a bulky force, up front, and now they're gone. It didn't matter, but if he had killed my units, I could have retreated for a bit, and I'd have another bulky force to push through again. Whilst also expanding up here, and I took his force there, and I've taken a force here. Now these units are still defensive, but if he carries on doing that, I'm just going to push through again. Like, from behind instead. My mouse scroller is not working very well. There we go. It's hard to tell who's dead and who's not sometimes. I'm trying to make sure I've got more units than him, which I don't think is the case here. But if I can hold them off and get my units to come in, I've got a massive bulk force here. And I'm going to start adding more pressure here. I think I've got enough barracks in that area. If he decides to go nuke, I want to have a bigger force somewhere else. He has defense here. So I'm assuming this is a connected line. Not just stragglers, there might be commandos stuck in there. So if I go through the forest, I'll either encounter him or I'll destroy him. Or both. You know, I can't destroy him without encountering him. Still capturing the territories, it's increasing my capital, allowing me to gain more infantry. Now that I broke the line, I'm a bit reluctant to try and retreat and come back again. But I don't feel like I'm getting through very easily. But I'm also stopping him from building, because that's all his units are trying to do right now. They're trying to rebuild it. But I kind of don't want them spreading out like that. Right, I'll let him try and rebuild. Retreat for a bit, and then come back when this large force of units starts flooding through. And how are we doing down here? I did not encounter him in the forest where I thought I would. But he is building a random defensive line up there. Let's get more barracks up here then. Can't build anymore, that's fine by me. I should probably focus on eco now. I've got tons and tons of barracks. So I want to get more eco before I start dedicating too much money towards that. Everything's been captured here except for... No, everything's been captured there and there. Cool. Let's get rid of that line. And that line. And now that line. And they should all start rejoining my forces as well, bulking me out even further. Oh, I've got some units there. I just stay in there for some reason. I ain't got a line. There you go. Off to war you go. Let's see what we can do against him now. So, these guys are injured. Let's just plow through one line, like that. Don't capture land, though. We don't want to capture land. We just want to plow through his wall. I have encountered him here. He's got a town there. He does have a fair amount of production here as well. So, let's get this line and start moving away from the front line over there and try and take out this stuff. So he's dedicating the units being produced here going down here. So he's obviously sent units from here, which means this area is probably less protected. And this, where these units are coming from, is up there. So I'm assuming he must have started here and he's expanded down here. Or, well, started here maybe, like I originally thought. He managed to reach here. I'm not really sure, because he wouldn't have started there and not gone this way. Surely. Alright, I can build a city. Let's build another city. Hopefully the battle won't last long enough for that to be worth it, but he's got units coming here. Cheeky. Can't be doing that. Let's take that one off, that was useless. We should be fine here anyway. He's obviously got a navy fleet, well, navy structures here. But that's fine by me. How's it going down here? Yeah, this is kind of a funny battle. It's infantry versus infantry. He has got boats, but I haven't seen him use any military boats. And he might actually take out some of these structures here. Let's put them on the edges of the map. That way they can just fall in as they fall through. I don't mind taking a few losses. I haven't destroyed many of his structures yet though, so I would like to start doing that. Let's just go through like that. There you go, spread out a bit there. What's happening at the bottom here? I am pushing through. He doesn't seem to be at his defences anymore. This is kind of a funny battle. So we got some units there that aren't being followed through. These guys need to start moving as well. And just in case, let's just do that. Right, so what else can I do in my territory? I don't think there's much. I got a city there, towns, everything. Unless I'm missing something, we should be fine. I now can only expand out here, which I'm not too keen on doing. I did kill him though, which is great. But I feel like I need this to be a defense force against the ocean, so I can't do anything about those ships because I don't think riflemen can even shoot them, and if they could, then that's good, but it's not going to do too much for it. I've just got to try and overwhelm him at multiple angles and hope for the best. I shouldn't be on that though. I should be on these. Let's just attack it and try and destroy structures. Let's do that. He is diverting units away from here though, so he hasn't really got as much backup yet. And look at this force. Just so many units. He's broken. Most of these units are dead. Especially when... Look at all these units. That's just nuts. But yeah, as soon as these units get there, we're going to be pretty much winning this. I'm starting to destroy his stuff. He can't break my defense here. He has found my location. You cheeky little person. He's going to stop my reinforcements now, which is fine by me. I think I've got enough in that location. You are not going to get to my city there. But good luck trying. I've through his defences now. I should probably get some of these units to go around the back like this. Take these out from behind. Pretty much just free kills at that point, I guess. Or at least it wastes his defensive line. These units are going to continue that way. And then when these get there, I can start spreading them out a bit more. There's his shipyard. These units aren't going to survive much longer. I don't have much more units going that way. Oh, I've got some units there. It's really hard to pay attention to this sometimes. And he's found me again. Right, if that's the case, I want these units to go through like this. Go through the forest to confuse him, maybe. I don't know. We'll try anything at this point. But he knew what I was doing. I guess he must have expected me to come around as well, but he's dedicated too many units around. Taking out his eco, that's my main objective here. Right, I don't think he's going to have many units left, so let's just bring these back round. I don't need that, that's big enough. Kind of. So we got that. Got these massive force that are kind of stuck there, I think. Let's take that off. I think that's why they built up, because they just can't get through anymore. Right, yeah, we're actually doing this now. That's not going to work. Let's do that. Cool. He doesn't seem to have any defensive lines now, so I'm trying to spread out as much as I can. For two reasons. Number one, to scout him, see what else he's got. And just to take over the land. Which is a fair point. Once you got the next set of lines out, it's probably a good thing to start turning it into captured land again. Might slow you down a little, but it will stop them building behind you. It was an issue I had one of the last games, quite a while ago now actually. Right, so these did not manage to break the defense, which is fine by me. And I have loads of money again, so let's start building on the edge. Is that enough? Yeah, that'll do. So I got even more barracks coming in now. This won't last much longer. He's not sending any units around, so I know I'm fairly safe over here. And, yeah, he's not surviving very well over there. Spread that out to 3. Right. This is kind of not working. Let's just spread you guys out like that now. Hopefully having a spread line there should make that a lot easier to get them to go where I want them to go. And they're moving again, yep. It's like they got stuck. I can't fit through the buildings, they were shoulder to shoulder. And I am sending too many units to this area, but I am not risking that. And it doesn't really matter right now. I can turn this off though. Get them to go at. Like that. Doing these lines too big. There we go. Funneling too many units through actually does get you stuck. Oh, actually, I did break the defense. Nice. Did not expect to break the defense there. I'm going to be a bit risky and build 1 barracks. Just 1. Right here. See if he manages to take it out. He's got an energy well there, which he only needed for his naval fleet, which was only transports. Was a good idea. Took me by surprise a little. But I just had so many units. I don't even know how many units I've got. I must have a few hundred, right? Maybe even 1,000? I have no idea. Right, so we have spread out enough. He has no units left. He's only got units he's producing. Maybe some hidden in the forest and defensive lines, but that's about it. I think we've won this match. You never know, he might have a few rockets up his sleeve. So yeah, my guys are flooding through like water. He's still got his defensive line there. He hasn't taken away. No, and he's gone. I absolutely love doing that strategy. The capital you get from it is insane. Having so many units out there trying to capture the lands as well as trying to just eco up as fast as you can is definitely the way to go if you want the most money. However, as I said before in the last time, you definitely should switch up about 15 to 10 minutes in, you know, you decide, it's based on situation, and try and make other units at that point. Anyway, thanks for watching. There are 2 videos on screen right now, and if you want to help me out, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you around.